President Xi Jinping was greeted by a military band as he landed in Moscow for his fourth state visit, his first since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. President Putin was all smiles as the leaders met at the Kremlin before they heaped praise on each other. Dear President Putin, I always call you my dear friend, he proclaimed. Despite that overture, China is keen to portray itself as neutral when it comes to Ukraine. It positioned itself as a potential peacemaker when it rolled out a 12-point plan last month. We will discuss all these issues, including your initiatives, said Putin. But some doubt China's claims of impartiality. The U.S. has repeatedly warned that China could be considering sending weapons to Russia, though they've seen no evidence it's actually happening yet. China dismisses those claims.
We continue to believe it's not in China's best interest to do that, to help Mr. Putin slaughter innocent Ukrainians. It's hard to believe that they would think that that's in their best interest.
How far, again, is it willing to go in this relationship?
Experts say sending weapons would be a big leap in what Russia and China calls its no-limits friendship, because China could be hit with sanctions and relations with the West would worsen further.
And I think that the day that China does decide to cross that line is potentially the day that a new Cold War would actually start in practice rather than just in rhetoric.
Xi's visit comes just 3 days after Putin was charged by the International Criminal Court with war crimes. But China has referred to that indictment as a double standard.
Well, it's another demonstration that China looks at the international order, at international law, as if it were a menu. We'll take this, we won't take that.
Putin and Xi met for several hours, including during a state dinner, and more meetings are scheduled for Tuesday. Ukrainian officials have urged Beijing to use its influence with Russia to try and end the war. And China does have more influence over Russia than ever before, because it's one of the few powerful allies it has. Briar Stewart, CBC News, London.